Welcome to the Lookout Post. This is B. Neverland, your host. I'm so glad you could join me. I had the Lookout Post is not new. It's been around. It was I had a podcast a few years back on a few podcast apps, Spotify and stuff like that. You know, whoever listened to it, they know. But I wanted to step it up a little bit and bring it to YouTube to try to see if I could reach more people and help more people. This is what it's all about. So tonight's subject title is humility. Humility comes from, basically the title of humility comes from James chapter 4, verse 6. But he gives more grace, wherefore he says, Yah he resists the proud, but gives grace unto the humble. He resists the proud. So he resists them. He stays away from them. So you wonder why people who are arrogant and people who are proud are so full of themselves, because they don't have Yah within them. This is the reason for their selfishness and the reason for they always wanted to be first. This is the reason why people don't want to consider humility. Everybody wants to do me. Oh, I got to do me. It's all about me. Oh, yo, I gotta go dolo. I'm dolo. I gotta go for mine. There's nothing wrong with that. But the thing about that is, when you're always going for yours and you're going for mine, you're stepping on, chances are someone is getting trampled on for you to get to where you're going. Think about how many people have gotten trampled on and stepped on for other people to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like crabs in a barrel, how they just climb on each other. If they fall to their doom, oh well, I gotta get mine, you know? And especially in these times where we need each other more than ever. You know, I'm not saying that we walk in the middle of the street and just helping people, but I'm talking about just genuinely being available for people who need help, for people who you know, consider you either a friend or family member, or in either a stranger, if the time arises. You know what I mean? You know, our problem is that we always want to be first. Everybody wants to be ahead. Everybody wants to be first, you know? And that's a problem, because you have to have patience. You know what I mean? Yah says in his word that those who are first shall be last, and those who are last shall be first. He also says that you shouldn't be hasty, because haste brings evil, you know? When you're always rushing and you're speeding, you're always trying to get ahead of people. You could also relate that to road rage or accidents. I was just looking at an accident on the other day. Matter of fact, last night in Texas or something. This lady, they got into an argument in the highway. They was trying to get in front of each other. So the lady bolted in front of her and crashed into a rock, crashed into like a mountain, and car flipped. It's like, what was that for? Now you're not gonna get to where you're going. You endangered people who was in the car with you. Hopefully there was no one in the car, but you jeopardized your life. For what? Just to get in front of her, to be in back of someone else? It ain't like if you get in front of her, that's it. Your destination is right there. Your exit is there. You're going to continue to go on. Let her go. Let her go. It's not that serious. That's humility. Humility is when you say, you know what? Go ahead. Just go ahead. What does it hurt to let one person go ahead of you? Or two, whatever. Don't be passive, but I'm just saying. Just be like, go ahead. You got that? You know what I mean? So that's another point of humility, and the opposite of humility is pride and arrogance. You know what I'm saying? Thinking they're much better than you because of who they are, what they have. You know, that means nothing. It really doesn't, because the moment your eyes close, everything that you have returns or remains. I should say. I'm sorry. Everything you have remains here, and the word says that most likely your enemies are the ones who's gonna, gather up the booty. Y'all nasty people. I ain't talking about, I'm talking about booty, as in Caribbean, the Caribbean pirates. Come on, y'all. But another issue we also have is always wanting attention. This is a big area. This is a big area of concern and a big area of needing attention and needing prayer, because we always need attention. People strive for attention. We always have to be seen. And when I say we, I'm talking as a society, as a people. We always have to be seen by somebody. We always have to, someone has to see what we're doing. I'm going to the bathroom. Oh, look at my bathroom. Look at the new tile that I bought. Look at the new granite counter I just got. Like, that's your personal business, and that's the problem. Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be admired. Everybody wants to be a prize of like eye candy. Oh, look at her. Look at him. You go out and buy the latest Jordans, or you do this and that. What is that for? It's not for yourself. It's not for self-gratitude. It's for other people. Because if it was for yourself, you just sit there and glorify yourself in a mirror 24 hours a day, which you probably do already. But I'm talking about you're buying that so other people can see you. Same thing with cars. When people buy Teslas, and no disrespect to people who have Teslas, some people buy it because that's what they like. But there's other people who buy it with the intent for other people to look at them. Like I seen this one dude, he was picking up his kids at the school, and it was a line of parents picking up the kids, and we just waiting for the kids. We ain't thinking about nothing. When the kids come, this dude had a Tesla. I guess it was custom made, and the dude had with the what they call it, the suicide doors. He had the suicide doors open up. You had to get out the car. All right, mind you, you're not supposed to get out the car, right? Because of COVID. So he got out. Why did he get out? Everybody else is in their car. It's like a drive-through. You drive up, you get your kids, bye, okay, see you tomorrow. Cool. This dude got to drive up and make sure everybody sees him. And he got to let the back up. And then when he let the back up, he came out and got the kids in all slow. And then he put the kids in, and then he put the door down all slow and all cool. Like, dude, we're picking up our kids so we can go home and deal with them. To deal with the aggravation and the love, Maddie, Ziggy. But what is all that about? You see what I mean? That's for attention. And when you live that way and you act that way, there's no humility. You're not humble. You'll never remain humble because you always want to be seen. You always have to have someone watching you. You always have to have someone admiring you. Like, there's no need for it. You know what I mean? Like, you're a grown man, you're a grown woman, you're a parent. You know what I mean? Where we have responsibilities, and having other people watch us and thinking about what other people think about us is not one of those responsibilities. All right? You see, Yah grants patience. When we're patient, he blesses us. He tells us that in his word in Matthew 23, verse 12. He says, and whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. Abased means shall be brought low. And he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. So when you fall back a little bit, he said that you will be exalted. He said that you will make your level, you'll increase. You know what I mean? You'll be promoted. But when you promote yourself and when you exalt yourself and you big up yourself, you should be brought low. That's what he's saying. Whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. So when you fall back and you look out for others, be courteous. Not saying that you got to be, Richie Cunningham, but I mean just common courtesy. You know what I mean? Just look out for your fellow man. Look out for your neighbor. Look out for your peeps. Look out for your friends. Look out for your family members. Sometimes, it's not all about you. If they need something and you got it, give it to them. The Bible says that if you can help somebody today, don't put off what you can do. Don't put off what can be done today for tomorrow. If you can do it today, do it. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't say, oh yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. If you know you got the resource to do it today, just do it today. Don't wait for tomorrow, because there might not be a tomorrow. You know what I mean? Humility comes with a price too. You know what I'm saying? One thing about humility is that even though you are allowing the next man to go ahead, you inside, sometimes you feel like, okay, all right, I let him do that. But in Yah's eyes, he's looking at you as a valiant servant, as a obedient servant. So it's not about sometimes pleasing yourself. It's about doing what's right and being obedient to Yah. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, Yah's all that matters. I mean, I'm not trying to sound creepy or nothing to some people who don't know him like that, but when you really look around, he's really all that matters. You know what I mean? He comes first. And everything else is secondary. I love my wife, I love my children, I love my family, but I know that they're not the ones who's going to allow me to go where I need to go in the afterlife. They can't prevent me, or they cannot allow me to go. You know what I'm saying? They're going to perish just like me. So I love them here on earth to pieces. I love them till death here on earth. But I know that once I leave here, I need to make my eternal resting place with the Father. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about. So you got to put it in perspective, That's the message, y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for stopping by at the lookout post on the Light Brigade. The Light Brigade is the channel and the ministry, if you want to call it. I plan to have a lot of things going on, in the upcoming months. So stay in tune. Yah bless you and your families. This is the Lookout Post. This is B. Neverland, your host. Out.